Something strange is happening in the world of healthy eating. The very vegetable millions of people, especially older adults, trust as a symbol of good health may secretly be raising the risk of stroke overnight. It sounds unbelievable, almost impossible, yet several doctors are now rethinking what they once thought was completely safe. This isn't one of those overhyped diet myths. It's a genuine medical puzzle that has shocked researchers and health experts alike. The twist: it's not some rare exotic plant from a distant land. It's a vegetable found in kitchens everywhere, often recommended as part of a balanced diet, and the way it behaves inside your body, particularly as you age, may surprise you. In this video, we're breaking down what this vegetable is, why doctors are suddenly paying attention to it, and how something so ordinary can quietly trigger conditions that increase the risk of a stroke overnight. You'll understand how one simple choice at dinner could affect your blood pressure while you sleep, and how certain combinations or timings can make things worse without you even realizing it. Most people think that as long as they eat vegetables, they're doing the right thing for their heart and brain, but what if one of those vegetables turns against you, especially after 60? The science behind it is both fascinating and alarming. We'll uncover what recent medical observations have revealed about this vegetable's impact on circulation and how age changes the way your body processes it. There's a reason why seniors over 60 are more at risk than younger adults, and it's not just about medication or lifestyle, it's about how aging blood vessels respond to specific natural compounds. You'll learn how this vegetable interacts with certain minerals, how it influences blood pressure overnight, and what really happens inside your arteries while you rest. The details are rarely talked about, but every senior deserves to know them. And the best part, there's a simple way to enjoy your meals safely once you understand what's really happening. We'll also talk about how something as innocent as boiling, frying, or even storing this vegetable can completely change its effect on your body. It's not just about what you eat, but how and when you eat it. In one part of the video, you'll discover how late-night dinners, salt content, and even reheating leftovers can quietly alter your risk without any warning signs. These are the kinds of details that don't make it to headlines, but make all the difference in protecting your brain and heart health. Most people only find out the truth after something has gone wrong, but you're about to learn it before that happens. Doctors were genuinely stunned when they noticed that patients who frequently ate this vegetable, particularly at dinner, showed unusual patterns in blood pressure and morning circulation levels. The change happens faster than anyone expected, sometimes overnight. The body processes the natural compounds differently during rest, leading to sudden pressure spikes or reduced blood flow to the brain. It doesn't mean the vegetable is bad for everyone, but for certain people over 60, it can become a hidden risk that no one talks about. You'll see how researchers piece together the clues and what you can do right now to stay safe while still enjoying your favorite foods. This video is not about fear, it's about awareness. By the end, you'll know exactly what makes this vegetable risky under certain conditions, how to spot the warning signs, and what easy changes can reduce your risk dramatically. You'll also find out what to eat instead, and how small adjustments in your dinner plate can help keep your arteries flexible, your blood pressure steady, and your mind sharp. Most importantly, you'll walk away with real practical knowledge that could protect you or someone you love from a preventable health scare. Stay with us until the very end, because the final section will reveal the best and safest way to include this vegetable in your diet without putting your health at risk. Many people make the mistake of cutting it out completely, but that's not the right approach. You'll learn a smarter way, a balance that keeps your nutrition strong while avoiding the danger. If you care about your heart, your mobility, and your independence as you age, this information could be one of the most valuable things you watch this week. This channel is dedicated to helping seniors and caregivers uncover the truth about foods that affect aging bodies in ways most people don't realize. Each video is based on current medical understanding and practical health insights for real people. So, if you want to stay informed, protect your health, and make confident choices about what goes on your plate, make sure you're part of our growing community. Welcome to our channel, where we simplify science, uncover hidden facts, and share real stories that matter to your health. Hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you care about keeping yourself and your loved ones healthy, give this video a like and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Now, let's dive in and uncover the truth behind this shocking connection between a common vegetable and overnight stroke risk. Stroke is one of the most serious health problems facing older adults today. It happens when blood flow to the brain is suddenly blocked or reduced, depriving brain cells of oxygen. For seniors, the risk is much higher because the body changes with age. Blood vessels lose flexibility, circulation slows, and blood pressure tends to rise. Years of wear and tear on the heart and arteries make it harder for the body to handle sudden changes in blood flow. Even small increases in blood pressure at night or early morning can be enough to trigger a problem. That's why doctors constantly remind people over 60 to watch their diet, because what you eat directly affects how well your blood vessels function. A healthy diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains helps maintain smooth circulation and stable blood pressure. But here's the surprising truth. While vegetables are essential for health, not every vegetable or the way you prepare it is automatically safe. Some may carry hidden risks depending on how they're cooked, stored, or combined with other foods or medications. What's usually considered healthy can quietly become harmful under certain conditions, and that's what many people miss when they plan their meals. Now, let's talk about the vegetable that has doctors shocked. On the surface, it looks completely harmless. It's packed with nutrients, fiber, and vitamins that support digestion and heart health. For years, people have praised it as one of the best foods for seniors. It's light, easy to cook, and found in almost every home. But recent medical observations have shown that this very vegetable can behave differently in older bodies, especially when eaten the wrong way or at the wrong time. You might be wondering how something so healthy could raise the risk of stroke overnight. The answer lies in how the body processes its natural compounds during rest and how those compounds interact with medications or salt. When eaten in large amounts or preserved with high sodium, this vegetable can cause sudden spikes in blood pressure. For someone with already sensitive blood vessels, that pressure can strain the arteries and increase the chance of a blockage. The problem becomes more serious if this vegetable is part of a late-night meal because the body's circulation slows while sleeping, making it harder to manage those changes. Some doctors also noticed that preserved or canned versions of this vegetable carry much more salt than people realize. Seniors who think they're eating healthy may actually be loading their system with hidden sodium that forces the heart to work harder overnight. This excess strain can make the blood thicker and more likely to form clots. For those on blood pressure or blood-thinning medication, the effect becomes even more unpredictable. Instead of helping, the combination can disturb normal blood flow and increase morning pressure levels. The danger is subtle because there are no immediate symptoms. You go to bed feeling fine but wake up dizzy or weak, not realizing your blood pressure fluctuated while you slept. That's why understanding the connection between diet, timing, and circulation is so important. What seems like an innocent meal can trigger a silent reaction inside the body that puts extra stress on the brain and heart. Another detail many people overlook is the way this vegetable is cooked or stored. When fried in oil or reheated, some of its natural benefits decrease, while the sodium or fat content increases. Over time, that imbalance adds pressure on the cardiovascular system. Even boiling it with added salt or pairing it with other sodium-rich foods can turn a healthy dish into a risk factor. Doctors emphasize that the vegetable itself is not the enemy. It's how and when you eat it that matters. The body of a 60-year-old does not process food the same way as it did at 30. Kidneys work slower, arteries are less flexible, and hormones that regulate blood pressure respond differently. That means certain vegetables, especially when preserved or seasoned heavily, can act like triggers for sudden pressure changes. During sleep, when the body should be resting, these hidden reactions can quietly unfold, leading to complications without any warning. The most concerning part is that this risk often builds up unnoticed. A person might eat this vegetable regularly, thinking it's helping their diet, without realizing the gradual strain it's putting on their circulatory system. One late meal too many, one extra pinch of salt, or one missed medication dose could be enough to tip the balance. Doctors studying senior health have observed this pattern repeatedly, good foods turning risky under specific conditions. The overnight connection is not about magic or mystery, it's about biology. When your body slows down at night, your heart rate drops, and your blood pressure regulation weakens. If a meal contains something that forces the heart to work harder during those hours, it creates pressure waves in the arteries. That's when the smallest clot or constriction can lead to something serious by morning. So while vegetables remain a vital part of a healthy lifestyle, this case reminds us that not all are equal, and not every form is safe for everyone. Seniors in particular must pay attention to how their favorite vegetables are prepared and when they're eaten. Even the most nutritious foods can behave differently once the body's metabolism changes with age. The goal isn't to fear this vegetable, but to understand it fully, because the truth about its connection to overnight stroke risk lies not just in what it is, but in how we use it. As we grow older, our bodies naturally go through changes that make us more sensitive to what we eat. The blood vessels that once expanded and contracted easily begin to lose their flexibility. This stiffness means blood doesn't flow as smoothly as before, and pressure builds more easily inside the arteries. Circulation slows down, and organs like the brain and heart have to work harder to get enough oxygen and nutrients. Over time, these small shifts create a perfect background for health problems to appear, especially when combined with high blood pressure, diabetes, or cholesterol. For seniors, this makes even small dietary mistakes more serious. What a younger body can handle effortlessly might create a ripple effect in someone over 60, when a certain vegetable, especially one that can raise sodium or affect blood thickness, enters this picture. The risk becomes real. It's not that the vegetable itself is deadly, but in a body already dealing with slower circulation and weaker vessels, its effects can be magnified overnight. Most older adults also take medications to manage blood pressure, prevent clots, or control heart rhythm. These medicines help keep the blood flowing safely, but they also make the body more sensitive to sudden changes. If a meal triggers a quick rise in sodium or pressure, it can interfere with how the medication works. For example, if this vegetable is eaten in its preserved or salted form, the extra sodium may cancel out the benefits of blood pressure medicine. For someone on anticoagulants or blood thinners, certain natural compounds inside the vegetable could either weaken or strengthen the effect of the medicine, both of which are risky. This is why doctors stress that diet and medication go hand in hand, especially for older adults. The same food that supports health in moderation can quietly become a threat when mixed with the wrong pill or eaten at the wrong time. High blood pressure remains the biggest modifiable risk factor for stroke, and controlling it means paying close attention to what's on your plate each day. To understand how easily this risk can appear, let's look at a real-life example. Mrs. Khan is 68, active, and believes she's doing everything right. Every evening she prepares her dinner, a simple dish made with her favorite vegetable. It's quick, tasty, and something she's eaten for years. But over time, her habits have changed without her noticing. To save time, she started buying the preserved version of the vegetable from the store. It's convenient and lasts longer, but it's also packed with salt. She adds a bit more seasoning for flavor and eats a large portion because she believes vegetables can't hurt her. That night she goes to bed, feeling full and satisfied. But in the morning, she wakes up slightly dizzy and tired. Her blood pressure monitor shows higher numbers than usual. She assumes it's just the weather or stress, not realizing that her dinner from last night quietly pushed her blood pressure upward while she slept. Her circulation slowed overnight, and her stiffened arteries couldn't adjust quickly enough. She's not having a stroke, but her body is showing early signs of stress that over time can lead there if ignored. This example doesn't mean everyone who eats that vegetable will suffer the same way. Many people can enjoy it safely, but for seniors with high blood pressure or other conditions, it's a different story. The risk isn't about one meal, it's about patterns that repeat every night, slowly wearing the system down. The combination of age, medication, and food choices creates a fragile balance. Once it tips, problems can appear suddenly, often without warning. That's why awareness matters more than fear. Knowing what happens inside your body helps you take smarter steps before trouble starts. It's never about cutting out all your favorite foods, but about learning the safe way to enjoy them. The first thing seniors can do to protect themselves is adjust timing and portion size. Eating this particular vegetable in large amounts, especially late at night, can make it harder for the body to regulate pressure while you sleep. Lighter portions earlier in the evening give your system time to process it before rest. The next important step is choosing the right version. Fresh or lightly cooked forms are far safer than canned or pickled ones. Avoiding salt-heavy preparations reduces the sodium load on your arteries. Another smart move is pairing this vegetable with foods that help balance blood pressure, like leafy greens, whole grains, and foods rich in healthy fats such as olive oil or avocado. These choices help relax blood vessels and keep circulation steady, reducing the strain on the heart. Regular monitoring of blood pressure is also key, especially if you're taking medication. Keeping a daily record helps you notice patterns and catch changes early. If your numbers are rising after certain meals, it may be a clue that something in your diet is interfering with your medicine. In that case, talking to your doctor or dietitian is the best step. They can help you adjust without sacrificing nutrition. Finally, it's important to remember that no single vegetable determines your overall health. What matters most is the balance in your diet. A colorful plate with a variety of fresh foods protects your body from pressure spikes, inflammation, and clot formation. Paying attention to these small details keeps your circulation smooth, your heart strong, and your brain protected, all through choices that start right in your kitchen. So now, you know the truth. Even a simple, everyday vegetable can quietly raise the risk of stroke when eaten the wrong way or at the wrong time. It's not about fear, it's about awareness and control. You don't need to cut this food out of your life, but you do need to be mindful. One small change in your evening meal could protect your brain, your blood vessels, and your independence for years to come. If you're over 60, take a moment tonight to think about your supper habits. Are you eating late, using canned or salted versions? These small details matter more than you think. Talk to your doctor about what's best for you and make smarter choices starting today. Your health is in your hands, and every meal is a chance to protect it. If this video helped you understand something new, give it a like. It really supports our work. Share it with a parent, grandparent, or friend who might be eating this vegetable without realizing the risk. And if you want more clear, science-based health tips made simple for seniors, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Together, we'll keep uncovering the hidden truths that help you stay stronger, live longer, and feel better every single day.